Alright, so boom. I'm about to be on straight demon time for this video. What I mean is, I do feel like this video will probably put me in a bad light or make it seem like I'm ungrateful of the subscriber base that I have. But the reason I'm making this video is because I realized that my tolerance as a YouTuber is at an all-time low. I get so annoyed by certain comments I see on my channel now that sometimes I respond to the comment, but a lot of times I just delete stuff off rip and I waste my time. So that's what this video is going to be, y'all. Me talking about 5 type of comments I get to where if you post something like this on my videos, I'm just going to delete it, or I'm gonna flame you first, then I'm gonna delete it. I was originally going to put this video on my podcast channel because over there, I already have plenty of story times or plenty of videos where I talk like this. Like I speak more personally about me or my channel. But I already know that most of my audience either doesn't know that I have a podcast channel or just don't watch it. But some of the things I'm going to talk about in this video, I've already talked about over there. Now, don't worry. If you don't do any of these things in this video, you don't have to worry about being flamed. Even for the people that do these things in this video, I don't hate any of these people. It's simply that these type of comments, after doing this YouTube thing for over 4 years, these comments have just gotten annoying to me. If you hate me or look at me differently for this video, then so be it. I believe I have every right to voice how I feel. So bet, let's get to it. Now I know all of you have encountered this situation before on any YouTube video you've watched. Have you ever was like reading the first few lines of someone's comment and you was interested so far, and then you saw the read more button, you click it thinking it's only going to be a few more sentences, but turns out that person wrote like a whole movie script in their comment, and you was like, you know what, never mind, I'm not reading all this. That's how I feel when I see those type of comments on my channel. Sometimes a person types a whole paragraph and it'll be something positive, and I'd be intrigued on what else that person has to say. But then I click the read more button and someone left me with 2 more paragraphs to read. When I see that, I'm like, all right, bro, like, I appreciate it, but I can't. Now, I do think some of y'all are already trying to flame me and gonna say I have a short attention span or something, but I don't at all. I'm sure that anybody, more times than not, if you leave a comment on their channel and having them click read more, it's going to feel like they're opening a scroll. They're going to change their mind like, man, I'm not reading that. But the main point I have with this entry, the times where I'm gonna flat out delete what you said, because I don't delete the multi-paragraph long positive comments. I'm gonna leave them there, but I may just not read it if it's super long. But the ones I definitely do delete is when it's just a whole paragraph of you whining and complaining about something I said in a video. So let me show y'all this example. This comment right here is from my Am I Sleeping on SSX Tentacion video. Now, one of the songs that I said I wasn't a fan of, but I will admit it's one of the best songs I heard from X, and I see why people call it fire, is Infinity 888 featuring Joey Badass. I don't like the song solely because I thought it was somewhat boring, but it's still a nice song. Some dude commented saying, yo, that take on Infinity 888 was whack. First off, when I read this first sentence, I was like, here we go. I literally said in the video, the song is really good and I see why people think it's one of X's best tracks. It's just not that entertaining to me. So the moment this dude said, your take on Infinity 888 was whack, that song is not boring, what the hell, I can't take you serious. That right there is already when I made up my mind to delete this. The reason I made up my mind to delete it off those first few sentences is because I would completely get if I called the song trash and I was dogging it in my review, but I gave the song props and just mentioned the reasons why I wouldn't have it in my rotation. And this dude was so emotional and left me with this passage to read. If the song is not for you, then just say that, but you don't gotta call it boring. Like, nigga, the reason it isn't for me and the reason I don't like listening to it is because I think it's boring. Telling me, if you don't like it, that's fine, but don't say it's boring, is essentially telling me to not share my reasoning for why I don't like it. If you want to read this entire novel, you can pause this video and read it for yourself. But my response to him was, I'm letting you know now that I didn't read this whole thing. After reading the first sentence, I'm going to delete it. I don't deal with whiny fanboys. And that's exactly what I did. I sent this reply, then I screenshotted his comment and my response because I was like, this is something I could talk about on my podcast channel one day. And then I deleted it. So if you thought about going to my X video and looking for this comment, you're not going to find it because I deleted it like 2 minutes after I saw it. So you guys get the point with this entry now. I don't mind people having a different opinion than me whatsoever, but if you decide to leave a whole page worth of complaints and saying stuff where I feel like you're dick sucking a rapper and you start saying illogical things because we don't share the same opinion, like don't call the song boring just because you don't like it, then you out of here. The time stamper. This is actually a more recent one that I came across, and I got the perfect example to showcase for it. When I say the timestamper, I definitely don't mean the people who highlight a time in a video and say like, oh my gosh, this part made me laugh. Or the people who be like, dang, I disagree with you heavily at this part. And they highlight the part they're talking about. Like, no, not at all. I mean the people who expose what the video is about in their comment. Let me show you. Somebody commented on my top 10 worst and top 10 best songs from Lil Wayne's The Carter series videos. And on both videos, dude timestamped and said which song I was talking about and the time I started talking about it. As you see, at 1:12, phone home. At 4:30, so special. So he put the time from 10 going all the way to 1, except for the best list. Like he only put numbers 10 through 6. But here's the thing. I kind of don't mind that he put the time where I started talking about the next song in his comment. The part that bothers me is that he revealed the entire list in his comment. If he would have just put like number 10 starts here, number 987 starts here, I probably would have left it alone. But this man revealed every song I talked about in the video. So a person that sees this comment and sees which 10 songs I have on the list, they gonna click off and not even watch the video. So that's the problem for one. Like, don't help people skip to my video. I want people to watch the whole thing, you know? And secondly, people see the title and thumbnail and they click to see, okay, let me see what 10 songs this dude thinks are the worst Lil Wayne The Carter songs. If they scroll down the comments and one of the first ones they see is somebody listing every single song on the list, they have no reason to watch the video because they already got what they came for. Some would still watch the video to hear my reasoning behind each song, but most people won't do that. They gonna see this comment and be like, oh, okay, he got this song, that's the 5th worst. Top 3 worst, he got Problems, Weezy Baby, and then Lala's the worst song. Then boom, they leaving. Somebody will see this comment and use that as a reason to not watch the video. It's that simple. For some of you that's watching this video right now who've never watched my best and worst Carter songs videos, this comment is exposing the list for you right here. These are the 10 worst songs in my opinion that Wayne has ever put on his 5 The Carter albums. Like, there you go. A rebuttal some of you may have to this is, well, then that's the viewer's fault. Why would you scroll down to the comments and spoil the video for yourself? My thing is, why would you leave a comment where you're spoiling the entire video? And I don't mean comments where a person reveals just the number 1 entry. If someone left a comment that said, hell yeah, Amiri, I agree with Lala being at number 1. That song always been stupid. I wouldn't delete that because yeah, that person revealed the song that was at number 1, but they didn't reveal every damn song on the list. A person that sees that comment, yes, will have number 1 spoiled for them, but they can still watch the video because they don't know what numbers 10 through 2 are. Another thing, I would have left his comment if he was providing feedback. If he wrote number 10, phone home, like, nah, Amir, you bugging. That song always been nice. That hook is really catchy to me. And then number 9, so special. Yeah, Amir, I agree with you here. If it wasn't for John Legend, I would never listen to that song myself. And he did that for every entry. That would be perfectly fine because he's giving feedback on the video and sharing his opinions. But to just leave a comment where you're revealing the entire list, to me comes off as, hey, for anybody who don't want to watch the video, like, here you go, here's the whole list. And I don't like that. This also happens on my Am I Sleeping videos too. Like, I do understand because those videos easily be over 20 minutes and whatnot. But still, if a person wants to skip through the video and get to the next song, let them do that themselves. Don't be Mr. Helping Hand and be in the comments leaving a timestamp in the name of every song I discuss. The moment I see that you're leaving timestamps and you're exposing the entire list I put in the video, your comment getting deleted in a flash. I'm not one of those YouTubers that lets that slide. This comment a little bit ties into the first one because I have had people comment like, man, you tripping, and they would go on to type a whole like TV episode full of BS, but this still deserves its own entry. Now, I don't mind if you simply disagree. Like, that's not at all the point that I'm making here. If you disagree with something I said, it's all good. I'm solely referring to the people who say stuff where it comes off like you're whining because I don't share the same opinion as you. Like the guy earlier in the number 1 entry who was crying about me not liking Infinity 888. If you disagree to the point where it's making you emotional, like, then that's the problem. People who say stuff like, what? You think this song is forgettable? Man, get the hell out of here. What you mean the song is whack? Like, man, you tripping. You need to clean your ears. Those type of people, if it sounds like you're just whining, then I'm not dealing with that. Guys, just to let you know, it is okay if I don't like a song that you're in love with. If I don't care about a rapper that you worship, like, it's cool. There are several artists that I've said in my videos over the years that I simply don't enjoy their music. And every time it's one of their fanboys popping up. What you mean you're not interested in listening to this artist? Like, he's one of the best artists out right now. If you don't listen to him, you might as well kill yourself. Like, let me show y'all a couple of comments of the stuff I'm talking about. On my 5 rappers I refuse to listen to part 2 video, which is just me listing 5 artists that I simply never been that interested in checking out their catalog. Whether I've enjoyed what I heard from them so far or not, I just don't care to listen to their albums. I had Rick Ross and Young Thug on that list, right? Someone said, This is not a good video at all. Where's the dislike? Thug and Ross, are you batshit crazy? This the stuff that makes me think, bro, get Rick Ross's dick out of your mouth. Like, please. Why are you this upset that I don't love him as much as you do? Like, and I don't act like this towards any artist that I listen to, whether it be old school like Bone Thugs or new school like T Grizzly. If somebody told me T Grizzly doesn't interest them, I'm gonna be like, hey, no problem. I'm not gonna say, what you mean? Like, nigga, you tripping, T Grizzly go crazy. I got another example that's nowhere near as drastic as the first one, but it still fits what I'm talking about. On my part 1 video to ranking all of YoungBoy's songs, there was a song called White Teeth that I hadn't skipped here. And even in the explanation of the song, I say that I understand the appeal of White Teeth. But even with that, somebody decided to comment, White Teeth is fire, get the fuck on. If this person would have straight up said, like, bro, what, White Teeth is fire, I would have left it alone because, hey, we can agree to disagree. You think it's fire, I don't think it's all that. But the acronym at the end, that GTFO, the moment you say anything like that, like, this song is fire, man, get the fuck out of here. It's like, yep, like, bye. And I have to deal with these comments all the time on my song ranking videos. People will point out a song I did put in the fire tier and be like, you think that song is fire? Man, wow, you need to reconsider your taste in music because that song is not all that. Y'all type of people, I gotta get y'all up out of here. I always welcome different opinions and I welcome you to voice your disagreement with something I said. But if it's to the point where you're bitching about it, like, what, are you crazy? This rapper is not me, you tripping, you need to delete your channel. Save your breath, bro. Please save your energy and don't even type something like that. To reference back to my podcast channel, me and All the Culture did 2 series where we talked about our YouTube pet peeves and our YouTube insecurities. For the pet peeves video, we talked about things about the YouTube app itself or things that subscribers or viewers do that get on our nerves, and we stand by our frustration, meaning we don't feel bad for feeling this way. On the other end, the insecurity videos, we touched on things that bother us about YouTube that we honestly feel like shouldn't bother us. Like, deep down, it's something that we know shouldn't get on our nerves, but it does anyway. So I'm about to share with y'all one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to YouTube. I really don't like it when someone's first comment on one of my videos is a request of them telling me to make something that they want to see. So YouTube has a feature to where if you click on someone's profile, it shows you how many comments that account has on your channel. And that helps kind of show you if this is someone that actively supports your channel and they've been around for some time, or if it's a new person that just found you. Plus, in YouTube Studio, you can search up someone's name and it will show you what comments that person has on your videos. So, I BS y'all not. Most of the time when I get a comment of someone telling me what video to do next, it's from a person that literally has no other comments on my channel. This mainly happens on my Am I Sleeping videos and my song ranking videos. All the time I get comments on either series like, do one of these on Lil Uzi, make one of these on Playboi Carti, you should rank Kevin Gates music next, I would love to see your opinion on Moneybagg Yo. And almost every time I get a comment like that, it's from a person that's never commented on my channel before. So this is what I'm saying, it's an insecurity of mine. Like, I would be bold-faced lying to y'all if I said this didn't bother me, because it truthfully does. Like, this is your first comment on my channel and it's already you telling me what to do or asking for something. Now, it's rare that I respond to these new people who be asking for stuff, but when I do, they all respond the same way. No, man, I've been subscribed and watching your channel for several months or a year now. I just never comment. So that's another type of people that exists, where I guess we can call them ghost viewers or ghost subscribers. People who do honestly watch you, they just don't ever comment anything. And wildly enough, that doesn't make me feel better. When people respond and they say that, oh no, I've been like subscribed to your channel for like a year, I just usually don't say anything. That makes me think, so you've been watching me for some time and you never comment on my videos, and the first time you have something to say is you asking for some shit? I know it's petty, but that's how it comes off to me. It's like people only hitting me up when they want something type of thing. I already don't do video requests anyway. One of the insecurity videos is me telling a whole story time of why like it really irks me when somebody says like, do this video. So go watch that video if you really want to know. But you guys who be following me for a long time, you've never seen me make a community post like, hey guys, like let me know what kind of videos you want to see from me. Because I don't make videos to cater to everybody. I make videos about what I feel like talking about at the time. And if you watch it, cool. If you don't watch it, cool. I don't get upset when people tell me they wasn't interested in a certain video I made. The people that I don't mind when they do this are the ones where they at least show some type of love to the channel before asking for stuff. I've had newer people who would comment on a song ranking video and say something like, yo, this video was cool, I enjoyed it, whatever. And I'll heart they comment and tell them I appreciate it. And then they ask, like, you should make one of these on Righty or Rich. Have you thought about making one of these on Lil TJ? People who do that, I'm perfectly fine with, because at least you show some type of support and you let me know that you mess with the channel. But when new people show up and they immediately start commenting, asking for stuff, like, yo man, you should make a video about this. Like, I don't like saying that. I honestly don't. This definitely ties into the previous one as well. So I already have an issue with new people, like the first thing they say to me is asking for videos. I just got done explaining that. But another thing I got a problem with is, whether it be a new person or a consistent loyal viewer, is when you keep commenting asking for a video. Now, I remember in 2020, I had Prim's Hood Cinema on my podcast, and I was talking to him about this very topic. Now, Prim's entire comment section is just people asking him to do a particular movie next. It's impossible to go to his videos and not come across these. People be leaving whole lists like, you should review this movie, this movie, this movie, this movie. Make your next video a review on this. And it's not even just his YouTube channel. Like, Prim can post a picture on his Instagram of him chilling with his son, and a person would comment like, hey bro, after you put your son to sleep tonight, can you work on a All About the Benjamins movie review? Like, it's outrageous. So that's what this conversation was about in this video. And Prim is way better than me, because he said most of his comments just being movie suggestions don't bother him at all, because that shows that people are messing with the channel. They're interested in my content and they want to see me talk about a favorite movie of theirs. So no, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. The reason why I said he's better than me is because if every single time I posted a Am I Sleeping or a song ranking video and I kept seeing hundreds of people comment, these are some rappers that you should do a song ranking video on next, I couldn't take it. First, it's like, did you even watch this video that you're commenting on now? You telling me to make other videos, like, what did you think of this one? Did you even watch this one? Or if on my Instagram, I post on my story a video of me having dinner at a restaurant and somebody commented, like, hey man, after you get done eating, can you work on a Am I Sleeping video on Lil Durk? I would want to slap the hell out of one of y'all for saying that. I'm sorry. But just to get into some examples, when I dropped my song ranking videos on Drake, at that point, Drake and Kanye West were inseparable. You couldn't talk about one without a group of people bringing up the other one. On those Drake videos, I stayed getting comments saying, you should make one of these on Kanye West. And half the people that were saying that were commenting it on part 1 and part 2. One person came back the next day asking the same thing. This kid commented on my part 2 of my Drake video and he said, do Kanye next, it would be fitting to do him after Drake. And then the next day, the kid went back to watch part 1 and he said, Kanye next? This is the stuff I be talking about. So what I started doing around like a year ago, I will directly tell you no if you ask for a video that I'm not interested in. If you comment like, hey Amiri, you should do a song ranking video on 5 Yo Foreign, I'm gonna respond and tell you like, no, I'm straight. And the reason I do that is to avoid people like this, because it's happened many of times. If I don't answer y'all, you're just gonna keep commenting asking for it. So I'm gonna tell you no the first time you ask, so then you don't have to bug me about it. And some people can't even handle being told no. They immediately get defensive. Look at this one here. Somebody commented on the song ranking video saying, do Lil Baby next. All I said was no. N-O. And he responded, chill out, I'm not forcing you, it was just a request. I was mind boggled when I read this. I'm like, you acting like I said, hell no, Lil Baby is garbage, I would never make a video on that punk ass, you know what I mean? All I said was no, and that made this dude go off the rails. If anything, you chill out, like you the one that look like you getting the attitude. And I got other examples, like someone commented on my Young Boy song ranking video part 1, rank A Boogie please. When I posted the part 2 video, same dude was one of the first ones in the comments. Rank A Boogie songs, please. At least he said please though. Another kid commented on my part 1 Young Boy video. You should do every Juice WRLD song next. Same person, 2 hours later. Do Juice one day. Ooh, you know what? Speaking of Juice WRLD, this is the final example I have that we can end this video. I'm not going to flame this guy too much because he did end up apologizing. He came back and commented on the same video like a week later and said he was sorry. I was like, bro, you still on that? But somebody commented saying, day 1 of asking Amiri to make a song ranking video on Juice WRLD. And immediately I responded, don't start. I'm not one of those YouTubers where you're going to be commenting on every video I drop. Day 1, day 9, day 14, day 40 of asking for a da-da-da video. As soon as you say day 1, I'm going to tell you to get on somewhere. So after I told this kid don't start, he comes back on the newest video that I had posted and said, day 1 of reminding you to drop every Juice WRLD song since you said, and I quote, don't start. Like I said, I ain't gonna go in too much on this guy because he did apologize and said that he was childish for doing that. But comments like this is the type of stuff that I deal with, and that's why I said my tolerance as a YouTuber is at an all-time low, because I be getting sick of dealing with niggas sometimes. The word that threw me off the most is that he said reminding me to drop the video. Like, y'all have never heard me announce that I was making a song record video on Juice WRLD. So when he said I was reminding you, I'm like, what are you talking about? I never said I was gonna do that. And just to let y'all know, I don't block any of these people really. The only person I showed all this entire video that I blocked is the dude who said chill out after I said no to his little baby request. Because he was all like, oh, you sound good as hell. I blocked him. Other than that, no, man. Like, if you comment something that get on my nerves, I'm going to delete it, or I'm gonna tell you to pipe down, and then I'm gonna delete it. But I'm not going to block you because it ain't ever that serious. I'll only block you if you feel the need to start talking trash. But yeah, when 2022 comes, let's start 2022 off right, and hopefully I don't have to deal with this anymore. Outro, out.